Hello, fellow Guardians and Seekers. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I was watching this one streamer that goes by the name, and I probably will butcher her name, Common Cataline. And she has been doing Kingdom Hearts run. Uh but the game that she's doing right now, by the time I'm um making this video, is called is Chain of Memories. And this is her channel. Since I gave her a shout out, I will be linking her channel in the description for you guys. So if you guys want to subscribe to another Kingdom Hearts channel, you guys or Kingdom Hearts fan, you guys can do that. Um but when I was watching her go through the Chain of Memories run, I it kind of reminded me like how much I love the game, how much I love the story. And I will say, even though I understand the pushback of the card system, I personally don't mind it as much as other people do. I actually think it was a cool, bold choice that they did for with using the card system. I never got the chance to play the original version on the Game Boy. My parents didn't buy me that game on the Game Boy. I would have loved to have played the original first time Chain of Memories, but that was not in the cards for me. No pun intended. I played Chain of Memories when it was first remastered on the PlayStation 2 years ago. I want to say it's like 13, 23 years ago. I want to say it's like 23 years ago. About that Chain of Memories was remastered onto the PlayStation 2, and I might have like gotten my years wrong intentionally, so sorry about that. But I don't but I've there's this I remember like seeing people play the Chain of Memories game on the Game Boy, right? And it made sense why like with the amount of like speech bubbles they had on the Game Boy, because like you couldn't really do much in terms of voice acting per se. I mean, you could, but I can understand why Square Enix decided to do all the speech bubbles for the original Chain of Memories, because it was on the Game Boy. Gaming systems were not as advanced back then than they are today. Like, for example, on the Switch, you can easily like have people voice the lines if Chain of Memories came out today. If that makes sense. My one gripe with Chain of Memories, as the remaster is called, is that we already have the cast. Like, how do I say this? The amount of reading we had to do in the PlayStation 2 version was so unnecessary. I don't mind reading in a game, right? But the fact that they already casted the actors to play said role, and that's very evidently so when you like hear them like grunting or saying like their little lines in battle, that hey, they do have a good portion of the characters uh that could like cast it already, right? And that they could have easily brought back the people from, I guess, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, because think Chain of Memories got remastered after number 2 came out, that they could have gotten the voice actors for like the characters like Yuffie, for example, to be her in again in Chain of Memories, Chain of Memories. Same with Oogie Boogie. Same with Captain Hook. Same with. I feel like they could have done that with Pooh Bear. Same. I'm trying to think of others. Same with Ursula. Same with Ariel. Same with Peter Pan. Jack Skeleton. Alice, the Queen of Hearts. They could have. I feel like for me, the card system was not the issue for the remaster. You know, like I said, I can understand why people were taken aback by it because it can be frustrating. I'm not gonna deny that. Um, but I will say when they remastered it onto the PlayStation, Square Enix could have had a bit more of the dialogue to be voiced, so us fans wouldn't have to read as much. If that makes sense. And again, this isn't me trying to say that us fans are dumb and that we can't read. It's just we don't have to well, I should say we because I can't speak for every Kingdom Hearts fan, but at least me. I do not want to have to read the majority of the dialogue. It is nice where in Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, where sure you might have to read here and there, and I don't mind that, but to have at least half, if not the majority of the lines be read, be voiced. And Kingdom Hearts 3, I think it had all the lines voiced. But Chain of Memories came, the remaster came at a time where some of the lines were voiced and some weren't. Like Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2 are a good example. Chain of Memories, Birth by Sleep is another one. And Birth by Sleep had more voice acting lines than Chain of Memories. I think all the Kingdom Hearts games that I've played or have seen cutscenes to, with the exception of that mobile game, has had the majority, in Kingdom Hearts 3 case, Kingdom Hearts 3 and Melody of Memory, all the dialogue be voiced by people. So I do think that was the one thing Square Enix dropped the ball at while remastering Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Is that they could have and should have had more of the dialogue be voiced than us fans having to read it. Because for me, that's the only negative aspect of Chain of Memories. Outside of that, I literally have nothing bad to say. Like I said, I like the story. The story was pretty good, and you can say the story is reigning supreme over the dialogue, or not that. I'm sorry. The story, yes, I mean the dialogue isn't having to read a lot of it in the worlds, but the story of Chain of Memories reigns supreme over the gameplay. I'll gladly accept that. Again, I'm not denying that. I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, if you dislike the gameplay, then you're loony, you're crazy." But like I said, the cutscenes are good. The story is good. I did enjoy the gameplay. I think I'm in the minority all of people who enjoy the gameplay. It's just the one criticism I would have for Chain of Memories is they could have had more focal points, if that makes sense. Anywho, anywho, that's just me. Maybe because I'm 30 right now, and I've been playing invested in this game series ever since it came out, since the days when my brother owned Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and back when he was being a butt and didn't let me play a lot of his games. I'm still kind of butthurt over that, bro, if you're watching. But I think that's, like I said, really all my um all the criticisms I may have for Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. I might have to play it again to see if that will be my only criticism toward Chain of Memories. Because it's been a while since I played it, but last time I played it was actually when I streamed on this channel, which I will also link the playlist of my Chain of Memories stream or streams on here. Because I did Soro side, Riku side, and then I believe I combined both Riku and Soro side into one playlist. So I'll link the one where I have both Sora and Riku's for you guys. So, anyways, how do you guys feel about the whole dialogue thing? Like my argument about my one issue church and memories. Do you guys think that they sort of had more voice acting or the dialogue came to be in the remaster? Or do you think they sort of kept it like the Game Boy version where you have to read more than hear the dialogue? Like essentially how the remaster is right now. And what do you guys like? What is your favorite and least favorite aspect of Chain of Memories? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. May your hearts be your guiding key.